It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Buccaneers and the Rams, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down. Tom Brady of the Bucs, Matthew Stafford of the Rams.
And both of them have terrific ability to improvise. And that means when the first read's not there, how quickly can you go through your progressions? Can you hang in there and take a shot as you release it? Can you buy time outside of the pocket? Can you pull it down and run if need be? I think we'll see all of those traits on display in this one.
We go from Sofi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Rams taking the field, ready for their first offensive series, and led out by their new starter for 2021 in his now 13th season in the National Football League, Matthew Stafford.
And what big news it was back in January when news leaked out that Matthew Stafford was leaving Detroit and heading out west to join the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are hoping he's the missing piece to the puzzle as they seek a Super Bowl title. Over 45,000 yards passing as a Lion, but not a single playoff victory in his entire tenure. The Rams general manager has said he can envision Stafford staying 5 to 8 years, which would take him into his 40s.
Yeah, they worked this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that's a first down for the Rams after the catch there by Robert Woods. And he's coming off a back-to-back 90-catch seasons. I've always admired his game. Throw it to him, hand it to him. He blocks downfield. A complete receiver that doesn't get the credit he deserves.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Another Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his 2nd in Tampa Bay.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're going to get the 1st down here across the 15-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
A 1st down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, 65 yards. And the Bucs are on the board first on the road here in L.A. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Shotgun now for Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Brady. To Evans on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that with a little slant inside? And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Brady. And he slings one that's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 27, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And Tyler Higbee just keeps getting better and better as a receiver. Makes a nice grab there for a first down. In his sixth season now, with the Rams, 6'6", 255. And we saw Matthew Stafford like working with T.J. Hockenson the last couple of years. He's going to love working with Tyler Higbee.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again, it's Stafford.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
There he goes, right side. 20, 10, and it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Let's go. Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make the score 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down, back to Henderson.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On third down, it's Henderson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. After the interception, here's Stafford. And Woods has it complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Stafford.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Vita Vea able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Matt Gay for the Rams field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
He'll let one go deep for Howard. And
This is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. It's something we've said a million times, but we were treated to a fine performance in the first half from Tom Brady. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, here's Fournette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Yeah. Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Brady now to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Leonard Floyd was the number 9 overall pick in 2015 by the Chicago Bears out of the University of Georgia. Spent 4 seasons with Chicago, but had his best year yet with the Los Angeles Rams in 2020. A career high, 10.5 sacks.
Succop's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jamel Dean right there on the coverage.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down. On the draw, this is Henderson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on fourth. Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Stafford. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Back now comes Tampa Bay, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. He can't get him down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Jones breaking from the contact. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.